Looks like it isn't filled in yet. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. That should do it. Nice work. Taking in the view?
It's spectacular. These sulfur pools are dumping grounds for bodies. People hide all sorts of evidence out here.
Give them credit for putting the land to good use.
My name's Cineris. One day there'll be a reckoning for all these murders. I'm trying to collect the evidence and account for the victims.
That's just bleeding heart crusader crap. I'd rather collect whatever's on the bodies and make some cash.
This is Drexel, a leech. I'd prefer to shoot him, but that would kind of go against the whole grain of my work. These cesspools are scattered everywhere. If you find any bodies in your travels, let me know. Future justice will thank you.
Or let me know, and I'll thank you right now.
Let me know when you found all the victims.
I'll be waiting too.
Oh, shit! Okay, don't touch that. Damn, that hurts!
This body was dumped here, as Daenerys claimed. I have recorded the location and relevant DNA information for any future investigation. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Get ready to fight!
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Smells weird here. Really? Once you acclimatize, you'll realize it's the Tempest that smells strange. I really don't want that.
additional weapon cache in the area. Scanning will reveal more information.
Ready with an overload. Outlaws, get ready.
It says here this weapon cache is headed for a specific camp. Sam?
With more information, I can determine the source of the transmissions.
I can't imagine what some of the initiative members have seen. Drac is 1,400 years old. That's hard to comprehend.
He's not so bad. Sorry, now they really dig in with the you don't have the ears to understand.
But we really don't.
Okay, sure, but Nana doesn't have to be so snotty about it.
They're on us.
This area could be viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder. However, for any long-term success, you'll need to find a solution to... Udara's water toxicity problems.
The person running this place holds a grudge against the initiative. Doubt she'll let you settle here.
What about the charlatan?
Looks like it goes underground.
Hopefully there's a way down. We're gonna need a really big drill. Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Someone's coming. Act normal.
Nice day for a stroll, huh?
Don't mind our friend here. He's, just tired. Needed a little nap is all. Be good as new.
Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information. The camp ahead is not registered in Outcast or Collective Records Pathfinder.
Hurry! Help them!
Think that's it. Guess we'll have to scan for the rest of these. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
You should now be able to interface Pathfinder. Another murder victim. I have logged the relevant information.
Yep, still hurts.
How have you kept morale up with Ket everywhere?
We haven't. There's no secret to living under oppression. We make do.
That's not reassuring.
I'm here to observe the initiative, not reassure it. If you fail, that will be sad. Then we'll make do.
God damn it.
Approaching nav point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
Outlaws incoming.
Coming through! They're collecting junk. These outlaws won't have a faction. Keep your guard up.
And it's down. Hit him now. Your training is solid. Almost Turian. Reminds me of a scarred-up merc I tangled with in...
What's the story? I'm very interested.
I just realized how much history I'd have to cover before you'd get how amazing it was. I'll get back to you.
That construct was reported stolen by both the Outcasts and the Collective. Hostility likely. This technology...
That's it. Good work.
This place is massive.
Detecting high levels of toxic gas. Proceed with caution, Pathfinder.
Hey, I'm always cautious.
Careful. It'd be easy to get lost in here.
Is that a generator? What's it doing all the way out here?
It appears to be powering the floodlights.
Well, yeah, but who put it here?
Tunnel as deep as anything. We better find something.
Another generator.
And more lights. They lead to something?
Let there be lights.
You hear that?
Intruders! Stand down. The charlatan wants this one alive. Out for a walk, Pathfinder?
More of a jaunt. It's good to stretch the legs.
A sense of humor. In Kadara, that'll either get you far or...
What's inside the cages?
Judging from the scratching, Ardy.
Sam, what are they doing with the Adhi?
It appears the Collective are attempting to domesticate the creatures.
And how's that going?
Aggression levels are lower than what we've seen in the wild, but I wouldn't recommend.
That's some super villain lair shit right there.
Are you a new recruit too?
No, just happened to stumble on this place.
Oh, you're the Pathfinder. Crux said we're to be nice to you. I'm new here. Still trying to take everything in.
Why join the Collective?
I lived in port my whole life. Then Sloane shows up and demands a protection fee. My family was still reeling from encounters with Ket. We couldn't pay, so the outcast banished us to the Badlands. The Collective promised us protection and a chance to get back at Sloane. So I took it.
See you around.
Charlatan's orders are already encrypted and sent to her Omnitool.
Pathfinder, you caught me off guard. We don't receive many visitors.
The cesspools put them off?
They are natural deterrents, yes. The Angara call this place Drolir. Translates to Death Caves. A bit melodramatic. If you've a head for navigation, it's perfectly safe. Like most of Kadara, it's the people you should worry about.
What do you mean?
Someone's been faking the Charlatan's orders, giving bad intel. It got 2 of our recruits killed.
Someone impersonating the charlatan could do a lot of damage.
Only the representatives have access to such high-level information. The boss knows it's someone operating out of this base. It's my job to find the culprit.
So what's the holdup?
The imposter could bolt at the first sign of suspicion. I need a subtle way to smoke them out.
Maybe I could help. I'm not connected to the Collective. A curious outsider would raise less suspicion than an official representative.
That's true. All right, Pathfinder. Here's what we know. The drop point was in the Sulphur Springs, so the imposter should have high levels of sulfur in their clothes.
Sam's sensors should be able to detect that. Anything else?
We found footprints that could be human or Asari, but too smudged to get an exact size. That's all my intel.